Wrong is the real, for me, the big track on the album. I think really defines the whole album. I think at the moment things are probably the best they've ever been with Depeche Mode regarding, the album particularly was very enjoyable and very smooth to happen, really. So it's a good time for Depeche Mode, and I think one of the things is perhaps Dave writing his own songs now and doing his solo album, so it's given him a lot more confidence in the studio, so he's much more involved than he used to be.
I hope so. We don't really think about things more than a project at a time, so we're in the middle of this really long tour. We're
not in the middle yet.
Well, we're not even in. We haven't reached the midpoint yet. We're finishing kind of like next March. So after that, we'll take a long break. So
when we formed the band, we didn't really think that we would last this long. So it's been a real dream, to be honest. And it seems to have gone very fast, and it's been a fantastic career. And I don't know, it's just amazing. Yeah. I'm going to cry. Well, no, it has. Obviously, when we were kids, most groups last, don't they, 2 or 3 years or whatever.
We just played a festival in Bilbao, and Echo and the Bunnymen were on the day after us, but they went on stage at 1:15 or something, and we were leaving the hotel the next morning at like 9. So unfortunately, I didn't get to see it, but that would have been a good one to see. Well, we play a good cross section of stuff, going back to 1980. No, actually,
it's
no.
The hardest.
We don't go back that far because we're playing a different set tonight than we actually play on our normal nights, because it's a festival. We're playing a shorter set.
To be honest, that's one of the hardest things we have to do is choose the set list, and I have to say I think we were all pretty clueless when we had to do it at first, because we just got so much to choose from. I think what's happened is we've selected sort of tracks throughout our career, but it's so hard because we're leaving out a lot of people's favourites, and it's difficult because we're not like The Cure. We can only play because of Dave's performance being so strenuous, a couple of hours, Well, it was a very important gig for us to play because we'd cancelled on the tour before because of the war there. So we wanted to make it the first concert, and of course it was nerve-wracking, playing in Israel anyway because of the political situation, and nerve-wracking because it was the first concert of the tour. It was in front of 50,000 people, so but we had a great time. We went to visit Jerusalem and got shown around a lot of the sites, got easy access, you could put it we didn't have to queue.
It was quite interesting because I didn't know a lot of the Shabbat laws. I managed to discover a lot about the Shabbat laws while we were there. Like for instance, if you're a practicing Jew, you can't push a button on the Sabbath. So you can't get in an elevator and push a button. You have to get in one that stops on every floor.
I haven't been. Have you?
I've never been to see it, and it's obviously our first time playing. Yeah.
We've got our daughters with us, and they're excited to see hundreds of bands. But unfortunately, we don't usually have much time to see many, especially in these rainy conditions.
Did you guys expect it was going to be raining at all?
We sort of knew a few days in advance, but these festivals, it's a bit of a risk factor, isn't it? It can be glorious and fantastic, and everyone talks about it for years, or it can be just a rain-sodden affair. But hopefully the music will be still good.
People should know when they book us, it's more likely to rain than not.
With Depeche Mode, it always rains.
Yeah.